Hey yo, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glory going to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors onto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. Also, Shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith. Salakia, give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll these windows up in this truck. Salakia, give me a second. There we go. All right. Hey, So my name is Thabo Ahmad of Great Millstone Northwest. I'm back with another lesson. I found myself with a little bit of spare time, so you know what? I'm gonna title this "Get Over Yourself" Volume 3, as I have even more scriptures just to prove that point that being prideful is not the way. That's not the walk that we walk here in this truth, brothers. Just because we have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, that doesn't mean that we should be puffed up. And if you've seen the first segment and the second segment, then you would already be pretty much aware of where I'm going with all of this. I do want to start off with the scripture. This is Philippians, the 2nd chapter. All right. Bear with me as I flip to it. This is I'm sorry, that's Philemon. This is Philippians chapter 2. Start right here, verse 3. It says, "Let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves." All right. And if we all just put these simple scriptures into practice, like it'll make this walk better and easier on every single last one of us. All right. It'll make this walk simpler and easier on every single last one of us if we just esteem each other higher than ourselves, man. If everyone's putting everybody else before them, then nobody's left behind, and it's real easy to get into a selfish kind of mindset, especially in this place, in this type of society that we live in, here in America being the forefront, but also the other nations that's around the world, that follows the same type of system. It's really, really easy to just be on that mindset of, oh, I'm gonna look out for myself, and as long as I'm good, then that's all that matters, when that's not the case, man. We're here to actually help each other. That's the reason the Most High gave us a brotherhood, man. All right. Is that, imagine if Apostle Tahar and the apostles and the elders, imagine if they had that mindset of, oh, as long as I got it, I'm good. Hey, man, then none of us here, the younger brothers of state camps that's around, in the worldwide camps, none of us will be here, if they had that mindset of because I have it, I'm good, or looking out only for themselves, then none of the rest of us would have received this truth, man. So it's got to be a mind state that's in you to not be prideful, not be lifted up with pride, and not to be looking out only for yourself, but also to be looking out for the brotherhood, man. Because Yahweh Shai said it himself that the greatest commandments is to fear the Most High and to love him with all thy mind, body, and spirit, and to love thy brother as thyself, man. All right, or love thy neighbor as thyself, your kinsman as yourself, the fellow Israelite, especially the ones that are partaking in this truth, the ones that are following in this path, seeking Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get Proverbs, the 8th chapter. It's Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. It says, "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate," man. Okay? So all of that is what the fear of the Lord entails, okay? It entails hating evil, hating pride, hating arrogancy, hating the evil way, hating the froward mouth. All right? All of that wrapped in together is the fear of the Lord, which the scriptures tell you, and I believe I read it in the first installment that I did of Get Out of Yourself, or Get Over Yourself. We read the scripture where it said that that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right. So to fear the Lord, that's the beginning of wisdom, man. If you're not fearing the Lord, if you're not doing this thing and trembling, all right, then you're puffed up with that pride, and the Most High he's gonna handle you for that, man, and not in a nice way, not in a gentle, caring way that we would like to be handled. All right, he's gonna do it in a very rough, all right, in a very violent fashion, man. Ultimately being those thermonuclear missiles, but it could come in the other way of like animal getting to you, or letting him fall into the hands of Esau, and Esau doing all type of manners of evil and wicked towards you. All right. Hey, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father, man, and it's easy for him to put any one of us to death, because none of us are important, you know. And that's something you got to keep in mind, is that none of us here are important. This message is important, and we are thankful that we are able to be vessels of the Lord to be able to help push this message, but that doesn't mean that we're actually important. All right, none of us is above his pay grade, man. None of us is above his manner. None of us is Yahweh Shai. None of us took the sacrifice and done the works of Yahweh Shai, so none of us have any type of reason to boast or to be puffed up with pride, man. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 23. It says, thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me. All right, that he understandeth and knoweth the Heavenly Father. He understandeth and he knoweth Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's where the glory should come, or that's what you're supposed to glory in. All right. So yeah, we know this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but guess what? We don't glory, we're not puffed up because we know it, man. All we need to do is tell others what we know. All right, spread this message, spread the word. Okay, it says that I am the Lord which which exercised loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So we're supposed to be also occupied with that loving kindness, the judgment, and the righteousness, man. All right, not puffed up on ourselves, thinking that we're on some type of pedestal or thinking that we're on some type of level. Okay. Get First John. Let me get First John, chapter 2, verse 16. All right. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Okay. So that's of the world. Let me read up verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. So that pride of life, thinking that you're on some type of, hey man, that's not a righteous standpoint. That's not a righteous mindset. All right. And that's something that all of us have to cast down and cast out of our members, because that's not of the Heavenly Father. All right. One more scripture and I'm going to wrap it up. This is Romans. It's Romans chapter 12, verse 16. And it says, be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not high things, but condescended to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. Okay. And when people are puffed up with pride, they think that they're wise in their own conceit. They're at that level where can't nobody else tell them nothing, because whatever they come up with is the best way and the best route. And that's not the case, man. What the Most High comes up with and what he gives through the Spirit is the best way and the best route, man. So brothers, just a message also to myself, of course, first and foremost to me, just to constantly be checking yourself and make sure that pride demon isn't creeping in. Give him no room to be able to lead you astray. All right, because like we read, pride goeth before destruction. I read that in one of the other two videos. All right, hey, but pretty much that was the point. This was just another continuation. I'm gonna call this volume 3. Lord willing, it was edifying, and Lord willing, the message was received. So until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.